represented perspectives, and the determined scholar for those facing financial hardship. If finances are the only barrier between you and this training, well, let's hurdle that barrier. We're accepting applications right now at tavistalks.com. That's tavistalks.com. The priority deadline is February the 10th. So visit tavistalks.com right now and let's build this table together.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. There's something wrong with that.
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
It's probably my biggest pet peeve. I have grown up in a space where I've never been heard. I've always been interrupted. I've dismissed, invalidated, never really acknowledged. And that sucks. It hates, y'all know what that feels like. And nobody enjoys feeling that way. Nobody enjoys feeling that way. But you do it to men like this, and it's praised. And it's praised. Ooh. And anyone who dares question it, that's why I truly don't care. I'm the sacrifice, straight up. I'm the sacrifice. Ooh, look at me, look at you, sacrifice. Ooh, you're pretty good. Anyway, sorry. I'm the sacrifice, because I don't care. I have no skin in the game. It's all stupid on here. I'm just gonna be real. It's just the selective outrage is just getting I'm fatigued. I'm so fatigued. Man hate, I'm fatigued. Y'all want a man that leads you. You want a man that treats you like a queen, but then you want to sit around here spitting out man hate. How is the Most High going to give you what you want with that ugly ass frequency? Ooh. That energetic, that under energy of just man hate. No wonder you keep attracting boys. No wonder you keep attracting.
Hey, it's Sav on Instagram. She's cooking. Can we call out the double standard? Women aren't all perfect. Listen, a toxic society breeds hurt people who hurt people. Oh, well, grandiose narcissism is 75% men. Okay, so men are more narcissistic than women because women are naturally loving and caring and kind. And wait a minute. If they were born and raised in a toxic environment, there could be a potentiality for something different to happen, right? And now research is starting to come out and say, wait a minute, there's a different type of narcissist that's covert or vulnerable. And the majority of those are women. Wait a minute. A key trait of narcissism, both vulnerable narcissism and grandiose narcissism, is that both of them lack empathy. Oh, so the whole sugar and spice and everything nice kind of goes out the window when you start looking at it from a clinical or a psychological lens and not just an anthropological or cultural lens that says, oh, well, the blueprint of women are nurturers and the blueprint socially of men are providers. Oh, yeah, women are violent too. And there are people out there that are courageous enough, and I'm talking about women, that'll talk about this violence that they perpetuate against men and then turn around because society has them built into the victimhood role. They can jump right back into it after perpetuating violence against men. One of my good friends when I was in my 20s, his girl beat the crap out of herself. I mean, on a thin line between love and hate side of the game. Beat the Kool-Aid out of herself and called the police and he went to jail. Yeah, tonight's topic, She-Hulk. Nobody wants to have this conversation. People get all tender and sensitive because we have real conversations here on The Voice of Reason. Nobody else will have it. She-Hulk. How should men respond when physical abuse comes from hyper-aggressive women? What happens to violence when the culture has no cognitive category for the victim? Not, are men victims? Are women violent? Who has it worse? I'm not talking about, come on now. We got callers on the line. I want to get my brother in here because he was cooking with the rarest grease. One of our favorite callers. He's always high vibrational, high energy, spiritually astute and adroit. We love the information that he delivers to us when he is able to bless us with his presence. Usually it's when Precious is here. Leroy from Inglewood. What up, Leroy? Please finish your thought, my good friend.
Yes. Mr. Victim to Victor. I appreciate you staying in the Victor lane and not wallowing in the victim category. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Righteous,
Well, when we learn better, we do better, right? Ain't that right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to answer the question and then get out of here. I do want to speak just briefly to yesterday. About the men and women and the role of men related to women. Mm-hmm. I'll just say this. Elijah Muhammad, that little bitty philosopher / preacher / institution builder from Georgia. Right. He with the so-called, 3rd to 4th grade education, so-called. Right. Yeah, but he supposedly read 120 books or something like that, Nonetheless, he says something I thought was very chauvinistic when I first read it. He said that the first rule of war is the control of your woman. Mm-hmm. And I thought that in the most literal way, of course. And then I read The Art of War, and I saw what he was saying. Because basically, if you don't control your woman, someone else will. Mm-hmm. And what is control? Food, shelter, clothing, safety, and protection. Mm-hmm. And if you can provide those things for a population of people, specifically women and children, you're really not qualified to control them or to earn their respect that goes with the control. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to skip off that. What should men do when women turn into She-Hulk and get hyper-aggressive? 1, stay calm. Stay calm. Mm-hmm. 2, be aware of your surroundings. Ray Rice should have stayed in the elevator.
Boy, I'm finna throw this jacket across the room. Ray Rice should have stayed in the elevator. Don't get out.
Stay in the elevator. He messed up when he got out the elevator. Know your surroundings.
Right.
Okay. Restrain her wrists and her ankles. Now, that's not just talking about wrists and ankles, but you have to keep your hand off of her neck.
Keep going. I'm listening.
At number 4, this is, of course, depending on where you are, get naked. Get naked. Just start taking your clothes off. The more she swings, just take your clothes off. Because depending on where you're at, that's a signal for something she might really want. And she'll really give it to you really good, too. And you can get most of your clothes off, and she'll get most of hers off, or half of them. And it'll cool her out. But the first one, stay calm. Because if she ramping up and you ramping up, then that ain't going to go well. Be aware of your surroundings. You have to know who's around you, where you are, and what's going on so you can know how to respond to someone who is clearly not in control. Number 3, restrain her wrists and ankles, but keep your hand off her throat. And number 4,
unless she asks you to. Go ahead.
Well, that go with number 4 now. That go with number 4. That go with number 4. at no point, and of course you never suggested this, at no point should we make a linear equation between a woman balling up her fist, opening up her hand, or even spitting out her mouth, or grabbing you in your crotch, to you countering with the sledgehammer. That's not the same thing. Most women, not all, but most women can be restrained by a man just on a physical level. And you can typically calm her down or cool her out by walking away before you ever have to put your hands on a woman. If she's that wild and out of control and she can't control herself, unless you've already had children by her, you can give her some space, because she might not be interested in changing, and you might want to find somebody else who already has a little bit more control.
Okay, now there go the advice I was looking for. I was waiting until we got to that. Like, get out of there.
And not only get out, but not stay there. In other words, don't keep coming back expecting something different from somebody who hasn't matured enough to have that level of self-control.
Right.
So, that's these are things that have been reiterated multiple times by intelligent people. But sometimes we get involved with people who flash out on us.
Yeah.
They have episodes.
Yeah.
They're not bad people, but they let things well up, and then they take it out on the people that's close to them. And next thing you know, you're in the middle of something you never saw coming.
Right.
And if you don't know how to deal with it, you'll throw away the baby with the bathwater, because you don't have a bad person. You just had a person with a bad episode. Got it.
Hey, man.
And that'll be that.
Hey, I love Leroy. Leroy, you know who coming here tomorrow.
Yeah. I was really questioning, why would you set this topic up to just whooping on women who whoop on men, until I kept listening.
Until you kept listening. Right.
Yeah, until I kept listening. I said, this is low. He's low down. He's setting pressures up like this. How dare he set pressures up like this? He's wrong to set pressures up like this.
No,
but
man.
I kept listening. I kept listening. I kept listening.
You already know Precious is high ground, brother. That's high cotton. That's high level.
She is.
Yes.
She is Egyptian linen.
Yes.
She's the fine grade. She's Aniva. She's the fine grade stuff.
I love it, man. Guess what you just did, brother?
Well, we brought the City of Champions back up in the building, man, and much love to everyone. Continue to be a blessing.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, and thank you for your blessing. Anybody else want to talk? I know we got folks up in here. Let's get them. John, Mountain View, Hawaii. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? We up here cooking with the rarest poppy seed oil. I don't know. What kind of oil? What rare truffle oil? I don't know. Saffron oil. Talk to me, John.
I'll settle for the truffle oil, sir. Greetings and blessings to everyone in the chat and the ones that hear my voice at this moment. But quick question. I'm getting ready for work. I got 2 pairs of shoes that I'm going to be choosing my outfit from, and they are combat boots or they are suede loafers. I need for you to tell me which one to wear.
Combat boots. You going to work?
Okay. Now, according to this subject, let's put both of those into perspective.
Combat boots.
Combat boots?
You go to war.
What do you do with combat boots?
you move across war terrain, topography. Come on, let's get to combat.
And I'm
boots.
glad you chose the war, because you can wage the same war in penny loaf.
Yeah, when you moonwalking,
or when you're subtly doing the perspective of what she woman and that other side psychologically is dealing with us as black men.
Talk to me. I'm listening.
The whole point is yeah, either one is supposed to be a tool and a weapon of this thing we call war, which some of us call life. And as a woman who has been in the war, having to deal with the certain situations, circumstances, pending, and everything that she has to make a choice off of, and she only has these pairs of shoes before her, which one she going to put her feet in? And might I add, ma'am, since again, the masculine presence who's been holding the salute since yesterday, who's coming to the building to ask you, why do you have my shoes?
Okay.
And I'm a firmly grab the toes end of them while I'm looking you in your eye, giving you the answer you need. Get your own, ma'am. And I'm going to take mine and I'm going to walk away. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing with each other as far as a response. No, I'm not supposed to educate you in the ways of war unless you really want to spark.
I hear it. I can hear it. I can see it.
And you're not supposed to be grabbing She-Hulk or the doggone sensitive side of the world, which still is business and actually still cut through.
But if she starts turning green and starts throwing things, right? If she starts throwing hands, what do you do?
Well, first off, check your surroundings.
That's what Leroy
I know it was said earlier, and I'll say it again. Check your surroundings. Because 9 times out of 10, the surrounding that she's in is her hedge of protection anyway.
Okay.
And you being in the midst is supposed to be also that same head. Who's the head? Where are the leaders at?
Well, she might not be wanting to follow your lead if she's ready to throw them. If she's ready to chunk them at you, she's clearly not following your lead.
Clearly. Yet at the same time, if you've checked your surroundings and you know who's in charge of you, sir, not her, who's in charge of you, sir?
No, I hear you. So now we're looking for the escape route. Because a part of the...
Not exactly the escape route.
Wait, a part of the...
Not exactly the escape route.
One of the key arguments in the book, The Art of War, successful generals use this. It's called retreat. Get out of there.
Indeed. It's necessary. But that's why you check your surroundings first. You don't just call retreat when the war's on.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
You still might have to doggone dig in and fight.
But how do you fight?
What weapons do you choose for the fight?
Yeah, there we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My brother, John, Mountain View, Hawaii. Guess what you just did, brother?
Mountain View is still in the house. Can I render the salute now?
Yes. Really quickly, we got 20 seconds before we hit our mark. Go ahead.
No, sir. The salute is just like a hand salute, sir.
I've been
holding it since yesterday. Can I render it now?
You can render your salute. Put it down.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, when we come forward, me and brothers like Brother John, Brother Leroy, and of course, Brother J-Dub, we're going to keep these conversations percolating. Let's go.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. IG or find them on Instagram at WalkGoodLA. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We got to laugh the pain away.
Hey, KBLA delegation, happy Black History Month. Around here, we celebrate our culture, our community, and our contributions daily. But this year, as we observe the 100th anniversary of Black History Month celebrations, we're excited about our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, honoring comedy greats. On Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum in downtown LA, we're toasting D.L. Hughley, Melanie Camacho, Earthquake, Munell, Dion Cole, and Martin Lawrence with a surprise guest appearance. A limited number of individual tickets for the luncheon remain, so now would be a good time to head to KBLA1580.com to secure one for yourself. That's KBLA1580.com. A little laughter goes a long way, especially in times like these. So come, join us for our annual KBLA Talk 1580 Black History Month Luncheon, Thursday, February 26th at the Grammy Museum. Again, tickets are available right now at KBLA1580.com.
Well, I hang around my boy. He been married for 6 years. Videotaping his wedding day, never watched it. Now and every day he watch it every day, but he watch it in reverse. Because he said he loves seeing himself take that ring back off of that finger. Walking back down that aisle, just waving at her ugly mother down the church. Getting back in a limo back at the bachelor party. Look how happy I was.
KBLA Talk 1580 thanks LA City Council members Curran D. Price Jr. and Heather Hutt for being the presenting sponsors at this year's Black History Month Luncheon. Honoring excellence, resilience, and achievement, we're KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
They just keep on saying I'm a lazy woman, don't love my children, and I'm made to be unfit. I must divorce him, cut all my ties with the horses' words that make me sick. It's a hard sacrifice, and I testify that having me a dummy man. Society gave us no choice. Tried to silence my voice, pushing me on the welfare. I'm so tired of trying to prove my equal right. Though I made some mistakes, for goodness sakes, why should he help mess up my life? Oh, so keep away from it, Mr. Welfare. Did you hear me? Don't keep away from it. Mr. Welfare.
You want me to provide safety for you, but you cannot reciprocate it for me. I deserve to feel safe too. A number of black men internally, their internal world is not safe. And yet you want me to provide you with safety that I don't even know for myself. When I say to you that you've harmed me, you give me this rigmarole, that's not safe. When I tell you I'm tired, you get so wrapped up in your responses that you don't even give me the space to be tired. That's not safe. I say to you that I don't feel connected to you. I say to you that you are not meeting my emotional needs. I say to you that I do not feel the way that you talk to me is uplifting, and you continue to do it. That's not safe. But yet you want me to continue to go out in this world and come back and do all of this stuff. You don't want me. You want your idea of me. And if I don't fit that idea, you begin rejecting me. That's not safe.
Get him out of here. He's sassy. That's the new word for men talking like that. Who was that? Am I lying, Andy? That's Professor Odie. Am I lying? The new terminology for him is sassy. He's being sassy. Why are you complaining? Listen, When men stand up and say, nah, you don't get to show up like that. You gotta, when is the last time a man told a woman you gotta show up better without her feeling disrespected by that you're not showing up properly. The only thing that's proper about you right now is how articulate you are with regards to what you want from me. But when I ask you, what are you going to bring to me? It's all of this. Wait a minute. That man articulated some things. I'm not safe in your presence. I'm going to point out something that Leroy was talking about too, that I think is very important. Listen to what women say. Oftentimes, men, we ignore women. And they will tell you, like, we'll be listening sideways or listening, horizontal, listening vertically. A lot of times we ain't paying good enough attention because sometimes they'll tell you, I'm not good at regulating my emotions. If they say something like that, please hear that. If the woman ever said, I struggle, regulating my emotions. Oh, we got a live wire here. Because as soon as it goes bad, it might be Mount Pinatubo. She might explode. Mount St. Helens. We don't know. But when they talk, you got to listen. Sometimes men can be so focused on whatever our agenda and the outcome of that is that we'll miss all kinds of things that she shared, that she told you about herself. Goodness gracious. I got callers on the line. But I want to give my brother a little space because sometimes he feels like I'm not giving him the space he deserves. I love my brother, but you know what? I think we need a praise break going into, moving forward. Do we have Rance Allen and our normal praise break? Well, we'll take a praise break as we move forward, but when we come full circle, we going to South Central Los Angeles.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The White House says it fully supports the SAVE Act, which would require proof of citizenship to vote. House Republicans plan to bring the bill up this week.
He's been very clear. He wants House Republicans and Democrats, too, if they were politically wise, to pass this legislation.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says President Trump is urging Republicans to back it and has spoken with House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune. A Virginia mom says her black son was called the N-word during a high school basketball game and then ejected. Tiana Morton says the slur came from Hickory High School players during a game against Great Bridge High. Her son was suspended for his reaction. Chesapeake Public Schools says it's aware of the incident but cannot comment. And rapper Drake lost $1 million after betting on the New England Patriots to win the Super Bowl. He placed the bet Saturday night, but the Seattle Seahawks won 29-13, costing him the payout. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley. The tools to hold a meaningful conversation should not be reserved just for a privileged few. It is a skill our world desperately needs in every community, at every table. So I'm pleased to announce the Founding Members Scholarship Program for my online course, The Art of Conversation, in 4 different categories. The Community Builder, for those who serve others, the Rising Voice for emerging communicators, the Bridge Builder for underrepresented perspectives, and the Determined Scholar for those facing financial hardship. If finances are the only barrier between you and this training, well, let's hurdle that barrier. We're accepting applications right now at TavisTalks.com. That's TavisTalks.com. The priority deadline is February the 10th. So visit TavisTalks.com right now and let's build this table together.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
My friends feel it's their appointed duty. They keep trying to tell me all you want to do is use me. But my answer ain't all that use me stuff. I want to spread the news that if it feels it's good getting used, oh, you just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me up.
You know, I don't know if people really understand this about men, but the number one silent killer in relationships with men is the shame that they carry. And it's crazy because it's so hidden that a lot of men don't even know it's there. And this could just show up in many ways in their life, but it shows up big time in their relationships. And I've been there too. Like, I've been a man that didn't know how to lead, that didn't know how to show up, didn't know how to express. I was very closed off. I was angry, that was defensive. Every time I was in the wrong, there was times where I didn't know what to do. There was times where I just couldn't figure it out. And in those times, I felt like a damn failure. Because society says that men are supposed to have it all figured out. Regardless of what y'all think, there are a lot of men trying to get it right. Some men haven't had a father in their life, and they're having to unlearn a lot of that's not theirs. They're learning how to feel, deal, and heal so they can show up better in their life and relationships. A lot of men know that love matters to them, relationships matter to them. The sad part about it is there are a lot of men out here who can't put into words what I'm saying right now, but they feel it, and they feel it internally, and it manifests externally. So yeah, it may show up as them being closed off, being angry or defensive, or maybe they're trying to justify their bad behavior. But the truth is, a lot of men are hurt, and they're learning boundaries.
Who is this young man? That was Alexander? Okay, I thought it was somebody we knew. Somebody we used. Just regular Alexander. Well, Alexander was sharing. He was pouring his heart out. Tonight's topic has had its ups and downs, its ebbs and flows. Oh, we've been on a journey, an odyssey. Someone on the KBLA chat, I think it was my nephew, Sketching for Sanity, he says tonight's topic should be a Netflix series. It's a heavy, heavy, heavy show. And you know, I like to make space for my callers. They called in, they shared their opinions, but we have some more. You know, VOR Faithful, our brother, he was on hiatus for a little while, but then he returned renewed, with a renewed spirit and passion for the show. Our brother, JW from South Central Los Angeles. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Let me contain myself. No.
Wait, what's going on, J-Dub? Talk to me, man.
I'm trying to contain myself, bro. I'm trying to gather my thoughts, man.
Man, you need a minute? You need a minute? You want me to come back to you?
I think I just kind of like, anyway, Bill, what just triggered it? Okay, let me just do my thing because it's 8:40. Let me just get my thing out, man. Let's just serve other people.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Okay, first of all, we're going to run through you, man, this quick timeline, man. Yeah, I was taking advantage of too, man, sexually, man, but I ran to it when you was jumping off the roof and hanging and running away from it. The girl said, "Oh, girl, let's play house." I said, "No, but we play house, we're gonna make real babies." And that was one of the first experiences. Okay, fast forward, because we're going to this timeline. Then another time, months and years later, older girl, everybody's right there. I'm tired of being. Anyway, let me just skip all that. Yeah, I went through that sexual type thing. I know about soul ties. And it went from family members, my stepfather's people. But anyway, so yeah, fast forward. Man, I shared this before many times. Pain is a good teacher about my ex-wife. Man, the woman I should have married before her. I recall the police picking up this cat at his job. I said it never happened to me because of domestic violence. He didn't have no idea. She went off, she lost her temper. I thought about him. I called first because I didn't want to get called up like I seen him. Fast forward again. Now I left her. I didn't remarry. I got married to somebody else. I thought about her. I said, I seen the pain because she didn't deserve that. But this, who I did marry, did. And make long story short, this is moving into the abuse part now. Okay, we went from the sex to the abuse. Man, this sister was like a tomboy. It's a long story. I don't need that time, so just paraphrase it. This sister, I had to tell her, well, I didn't tolerate more stuff off of you than I tolerate off any man on the street. The sister used to hit me in my chest. This, that, and the other. I've seen documentaries on this years later. And going back to the actual event, she pushed me. I did a natural reaction. It wasn't intentional. I shifted my weight. She landed on below me, bounced off the bed. Anyway, bounced again, hit the floor. Anyway, the ankles broken in 3 places. Had no idea she want to make love. You did a video about this dude horny or something. She's horny and blah blah blah, and that's what you really want. Man, a couple of weeks like that, just sex and all that, makeup stuff. Man, go to the hospital. It's broken in 3 places. I should have seen the handwriting on the wall there. Make a long story short.
I got you.
Yeah, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. And I'm not going to even talk about Leroy about restraining ankles and restraining this and don't put your hand in certain other places. Oh, man, I got things I can share, man.
I know you do. I know you do. But we on the radio, and I let you share pretty good.
I'm done.
But you know what? Let me say this, though. Thank you. I know you needed to get that out. And I appreciate you for sharing with us, brother.
Amen.
And I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to say this to you. I know I put a little pressure on you to get what you need to say out quick. But, brother, you could have took a little breath right there. You was going so fast. But I'm glad you were able to say what you needed to say. Because I needed to hear you, and you needed to be heard. So guess what you just did, JW?
Yeah, brought South Central in the house, and Leroy already told you I was at L.A. Trade Tech, man. You just missed me. That's all. I love you, man.
I love you, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Listen, we don't need to judge that brother. Come on, that brother needed to be heard in that moment. I had to let him go. I had to let him ride. When we come forward, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, I'm going to start landing this plane.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
But I would tolerate crap from her all the time, and then that grew into physical abuse. So I was raised to treat women sacredly. I was raised that women are to be protected and provided for. I was raised in a religious system and a family apparatus that in a lot of ways, well intended as it may be, neutered me as a man. And I think where it didn't start off with abuse, right? It started off with a lot of disrespect, and it was small and then gradually grew. And the issue is that, at least from the framework that I had when I was married to her, there was no longer accountability in the relationship because we were married, right? And so it was like, I have to make this work. That was my mindset, is I have to make this work. And so it started off with just disrespect and me tolerating it. So if you don't address it right away, and if there's not real consequences to it, it will start to become normalized. And then it will go further and further until there's a line drawn. So I tolerated disrespect at first. I tolerated nonsense. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. There's no divorce in our family. We take care of stuff. You work at something hard enough and long enough, you'll figure it out. So I was in it to win it, sort of thing. Like, that was where my mindset was at. But I would tolerate crap from her all the time, and then that grew into physical abuse. And I'll just tell you one story, dude. This is just absolutely crazy. Like, maybe guys, this will validate other guys out there, but dude, there was this one afternoon, I used to throw out my back all the time, done a lot of physical therapy to get it back in shape. So I got an inversion table at one point. It would just, in that, when I was hanging upside down, there was no pain. So I was hanging in my office, and she comes in, and it's like those Bruce eyes from Little Nemo, you know, the shark, where it's like those black eyes, dude. It's just like, and I can see it. I'm like, oh shit, dude. And she's like, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. She just starts barking orders disrespectfully. Now we're not in a fight.
Who is this, Andy? Adam Allred. He was taking us down a rabbit hole. Listen, you already know what I do here. I start conversations. Conversations that are imperative in terms of having them. It's imperative that we have these discussions. And a lot of people don't want to have them. Everything is taboo. You know, I do them in a politically correct and respectful way. I don't choose a side. My goodness, but we got to have these conversations. Tonight's topic, She-Hulk. What are you supposed to do when your wife, you know, lacks emotional regulation and gets violent with you, right? Gets physical with you, right? It gets abusive with you. It's been a heavy topic, man. Female-initiated physical violence against men persists in this society, contrary to popular belief, not because it is rare, but because it disrupts the moral grammar we have been trained to speak. When harm violates expectation rather than boundary, perception collapses. The body registers threat, but the mind receives no confirmation. This gap between somatic or body reality and cultural recognition produces a uniquely corrosive injury, not just fear, but epistemistic isolation. Right? This sense that what you experience does not qualify as real. Logic matters here because incoherent ethics always hide behind emotional rhetoric. If violence equals bodily violation, then gender does not alter its moral status. If safety constitutes a prerequisite for consent, then fear, regardless of who induces it, invalidates relational continuity. If ethics aim to preserve human integrity, then any framework that requires injury for moral legitimacy contradicts its own purpose. These premises do not compete, they converge. The common rebuttal claims context, trauma, stress, provocation, relative strength, right? But explanation does not negate consequence. Causes do not erase outcomes. A system that excuses harm because it understands its origins commits a categorical error, confusing empathy with exemption. Trauma explains behavior. It does not authorize impact. Measurement tools like the Conflict Tactics Survey reinforce this confusion by coding acts rather than consequences, frequency rather than trajectory, behavior rather than embodied cost. when repeated slaps get labeled as moderate violence. The term does not describe live danger. It describes the poverty of the instrument. Fear accumulates. Hypervigilant conditions our behavior. Science. This is the science of it, y'all. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, starts these conversations, but I really want you guys to explore them. All right? I want you guys to take these conversations further. Right? Men are silent too. Right? And our silence becomes adaptive. None of this registers in a spreadsheet, yet all of it reorganizes our life. Men trapped in this bind face a false binary: endure harm and remain ethical. Listen, a false binary. Men trapped in this bind face a false binary: endure harm and remain ethical. Right? Or protect themselves and become a suspect. This is not morality. It is coercion disguised as virtue. Ethical self-protection does not require retaliation, dominance, or spectacle. It requires withdrawal from threat, enforcement of boundaries, and refusal to sacrifice bodily coherence for narrative preservation. Violence that cannot be named does not dissolve. It mutates into delayed exits, moral confusion, and chronic self-doubt. The highest ethical act is not endurance, it's preservation. Any moral system that asks a human being to absorb injury to remain good has already failed its most basic test. Bodies do not wait for permission to be harmed, and ethics that arrive after damage arrive too late. Come on, y'all. I started the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. When I come forward, it'll be tomorrow, and it'll be Wholeness Wednesday, and it'll be me and Precious, and we're going to keep this fire lit. Love y'all. Deuces till tomorrow.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with